Assalamualaikum and good day. This is the third part on heat treatment of ferrous metal. In the first part, we learned on introduction to heat treatment of ferrous metal. In the second part, we covered on the first type of heat treatment, which is annealing process. In this third part, we will cover on normalizing process. The name normalizing comes from the original intended purpose of the process. It is to return steel to the normal condition it was in before it was altered by cold working or other processing. It means that if the original have high ductility, after the cold working, it decrease its ductility. The normalizing need to be done in order to make the condition of the steel return to its normal condition or normal state. It is also to refine the grain and produce a more uniform and desirable size distribution for steel that have been plastically deformed. Normalizing does not soften the material as much as full annealing. The cooling process does not leave the material as ductile or as internally stress-free. A normalized part will usually be a little stronger, harder, and more brittle than full anneal part. The procedure or the process on doing normalizing, the first step is we need to heat the steel above the austenite temperature, either 55 to 80 degrees Celsius above line A3 or above upper critical temperature for hypoeutectoid or line ACM for hypereutectoid steel. You can see this is the eutectoid composition, which are around 0.76 to around 0.8% of carbon content. The hypo part is less than the eutectoid and hyper part is higher than 0.76 to 0.8%. The heat up temperature for hypo is around here, where the temperature is 55 to 80 degrees Celsius above line A3 over here. And then for hyper, the heat up temperature is above ACM over here, which is at this region. After sufficient time has been allowed for the alloy to completely transform to austenite, or we call it as austenizing, we remove from the furnace and cool it in air at room temperature. Please repeat this slide until you can differentiate between normalizing and full annealing. So what is the purpose of doing normalizing heat treatment? It is used to restore the ductility of cold or hot work material while retaining other properties. The microstructure produced is structure will now be fine equiax pearlite in form of fine pearlite. The properties of the steel after normalizing process is faster cooling than full annealing, provide higher strength and hardness but lower ductility if compared to full annealing. That's all a little bit on normalizing heat treatment. Please remember to do the summarize the same as I asked you to do for annealing. The first one we have process annealing, the second one full annealing, the third one that we learned in this video is normalizing. You do the table on purpose, process, microstructure, and you can add addition on characteristic. Later on, add this table for the next video on spherodizing, hardening, and tempering. That's all for this video. Till we meet again in the next video on spherodizing. Until then, thank you. Have a good day.